So hello there. Welcome to June. It's June 1st here in Los Angeles, California. We've got the matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Braves are currently 14-29. The Dodgers 31-15. Today's pitching matchup will be Doyle Alexander, who has a 2-6 record with a 4.92 ERA, going up against the Dodgers' Dave Goltz, who has a 5-3 record with a 1.89 ERA. The lineup for the Braves today will be Glenn Hubbard at second base, Dale Murphy in center field, Chris Chambliss batting third, playing first base, Gary Matthews batting cleanup and playing right field, Bob Horner, third base, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Jeff Burrows, left fielder. Batting seventh is the catcher Bill Naharodny, and batting eighth at shortstop Luis Gomez, and batting ninth and on the mound is Doyle Alexander. We'll start with the first pitch from Dave Goltz, and the pitch is going to be off of Hubbard's card, and Hubbard is going to drill a ball into left field. This is going to get to the wall. There's going to be no error on that play. Baker will make the play and fire it into second base. So Glenn Hubbard, second base with the leadoff double. So we got Hubbard on second. Murphy comes to the plate, and you might see a sacrifice here. Let's see. Braves have been struggling to score runs here in this game, in this series. So let's see. We got Murphy. Murphy's a C. And we're going to try that. Let's see what happens here. Murphy squares to bunt. And it's going to be bunted up the third base line. Let's see, 38 is going to be batter out third to first, runner advances. So a good sacrifice by Murphy. Hubbard to third, and that'll bring up Chambliss. The pitch to Chambliss is going to be a little knocker in the infield, and looks like Russell's not going to be able to make a play, so that's going to score Hubbard. And I have to remember to be faithful to the pitcher reduction chart. So Goltz starts as a 15, and he's given up 2 hits and a run, so that's going to take him down to a 12. Okay, so let's see. That brings up Gary Matthews. Gary Matthews, here's the pitch. 9, it's going to be on Matthews' card at 27, and that's going to be a double to center field. So let's see. We've got Chambliss will go to third, but will he try to score? Gary Thomason's in center field. He's got a 3-arm, and let's see, OBRE, so he's not really. Let's take a look here. Chambliss is not going to try to score. So we got runners on second and third. 1 out. The Braves are off to a good start here. Now Bob Horner coming up to bat. The pitch to Horner. Going to be on Horner's card. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Infield is going to be playing back, so let's take a look at what infield's back. Second and third. G3. So that's going to be runner holds unless he's an A, which he's not. So Garvey makes the play and is able to look Chambliss back to third. And that'll be 2 outs. And now Jeff Burrows will come up to bat. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Pitch to Burrows. 7:56. And Jeff Burrows is going to walk, and that's going to load the bases. Once again, make sure we're doing the pitcher reduction. And that's going to bring up Bill Naharodny. So let's see, Goltz, bases loaded, 2 out. First inning, 1-0 Braves. Here's the pitch to Naharodny. It's going to be on his card. It's RP. It's a ground ball to short. Oops. And Russell's going to flip it to Lopes for the force at second, and that'll be the end of the top of the first. So I wanted to say something about how this game plays. Now, I think a lot of you are familiar with the fast action card deck, the physical fast action card deck, which you would draw a card for the pitcher's rating or PB rating. Anywhere from 2 to 12 would be the result, and then you would draw another card for your random number, and for any other plays that occur. Some of you may or may not know this, but Digital Diamond, the cards are generated dynamically, so you can play off of one card, and it's not going to be repeating itself, later in the game, if that makes sense. So being that the fields are all generated dynamically, like I said, you can play off of the same card. That's normally what I do. I do it mainly because it helps to speed up the process a little bit. But it can be played a whole variety of ways. I mean, like I said, you can draw a card, hit the card, get your PB number, click again, get your random number, and then just play that way as well. So it's really up to you, up to however anyone chooses to play it. So let's move to the bottom of the first, and Davey Lopes is up to bat, and Doyle Alexander on the mound. For the Dodgers, the lineup is going to be batting first, Davey Lopes at second base. Batting second, shortstop Bill Russell. Batting third is right fielder Jay Johnstone. He's giving Reggie Smith the day off. Steve Garvey is at first, batting fourth. In left field is Dusty Baker, batting fifth. Batting sixth, third baseman Ron Say. Batting seventh is center fielder Gary Thomason. Lately, Darryl Thomas has been playing. Rudy Law was in that spot before. So it's been kind of, you've had a few different players, but being it's a Sunday, normally this is kind of I think it's, you give some players a rest. Darryl Thomas is not going to be starting. As you can see, Joe Ferguson has been playing lately for the Dodgers, but Mike Scioscia will be spelling him behind the plate and batting eighth. And on the mound, as you saw earlier, is Dave Goltz. He'll be batting ninth. So here's the pitch to Davey Lopes. And the pitch is going to be on the pitcher's card, and it's going to be a fly ball to center field. Murphy will settle underneath the ball and make the catch for the first out. And that brings up Bill Russell. Russell's batting .256 on the season. And here's the pitch. So it's a BD. Now, there's nobody on base, so there's not going to be a clutch rating, so we just draw another card. Just maybe he took a mighty swing and missed, or he fouled it off, or whatnot, but we draw a new card because there's nobody on base, and that's a clutch batting rating, so not any clutch situation to occur right now. It's another BD, so we'll draw again. 7, it's going to be on Russell's card. It's going to be a 31, and that's going to be a double to center. And check the error, no error, so Russell, Bill Russell with a double. And let's make sure we reduce Alexander from a 16 now down to a 15. And that'll bring up Jay Johnstone, runner on second. 1 out. Let me see here. Russell's a SPC. He is not going to be going. And so here is the pitch to Jay Johnstone. It's going to be on Johnstone's card. It's going to be LN. So G5, runner on second. I think he's going to be holding. Yes. So it's G53R2H. And Johnstone's retired. So now there's 2 out. Russell on second. Steve Garvey up to bat. Garvey's been having a pretty solid season. He's batting .344 with 7 home runs and 36 RBI. And here's the pitch. It's going to be on Alexander's card. And Garvey's going to ground out to third. Horner to Chambliss. And the inning is over. So we go to the second. The Braves are up 1-0. And Luis Gomez will be leading things off here. Pitch to Gomez is going to be on Goltz's card. RN. It's going to be a fly ball to left field. And Gomez is retired. 1 away. Doyle Alexander batting 9th. It's got a .056 batting average on the season. It's going to be on Alexander's card, and this time he lines a base hit to center field. So Alexander gets to first on a single. So runner on first, 1 out. Hubbard at the plate. And here's the pitch, 14. It's going to be a base hit to left field. Now let's see. Will he take the, he's going to advance 1 base automatically, but do you want to advance first to third on a base hit to left? Probably not. Probably not. So he's going to hold. So first and second. 1 out. Goltz is really struggling so far this inning. Now Dale Murphy comes to bat. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Murphy, here's the pitch. 375. It's going to be from the out column. RP is going to be a F6, so he pops it up to short. And Murphy's retired. And that'll bring up Chris Chambliss. Had to keep on top of that reduction rating for Goltz. He's already basically halfway through his rating. So Chris Chambliss now, first and second, 2 out. The pitch from Goltz, going to be on Goltz's card. LP, it's going to be a ground ball to second. Lopes will shovel to Russell for the force, and the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the second now, with the Braves up 1-0 on the Dodgers. So Dusty Baker now up to bat. Dusty Baker is batting .329 on the season with 11 home runs and 34 RBIs. The pitch to Baker, it's BD now. 11-61 is going to be a ground ball to third. There's no error. Horner is up with it, fires to Chambliss, and there's 1 away. And that'll bring up Ron Say. The pitch to Say is going to be on Say's card. 52 is going to be an out. He hits a fly ball to, lazy fly ball to Jeff Burrows, looking up into the blue sky. He's under, he makes the catch, 2 away. And now Gary Thomason. He's batting .263. This is it's in his 14th game of the season. He's got no home runs and 6 RBI. And the pitch is going to be on Thomason's card in 83. He's an LN. That's a ground ball to second. Hubbard to Chambliss, and the side is retired. So we go to the third inning now with the Braves leading 1-0. Gary Matthews will be stepping up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a double. And here's the pitch to Matthews. It's going to be on Matthews' card, 77. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Error check 8-10. Russell is a 3, so he comes up with it and makes the play at first, 1 away. Now Bob Horner. Horner batting .283 with 6 home runs and 13 RBI. The pitch, it's on Horner's card, and Horner lines a base hit to center field. Let's make sure we take care of Goltz. He's now at 7. And what do we got? Horner's at first. And Jeff Burrows up to bat. Burrows has a home run and 4 RBI on the season. Man on first, 1 out. The pitch, it's going to be on Goltz's card. Now, wild pitch, yes. So the wild pitch check means that Goltz uncorks one, and Horner's going to go to second. And that will go against Goltz's reduction, so he's down to a 6 now. So Burrows, man on second. Goltz looking in, deals. Oh, 7, it's on Burrows' card, 36. Just misses the home run, and he swings and misses. Strike 3. Burrows goes down for the first time today. That's the second out of the inning. And for Goltz, that's his first strikeout. Now Bill Naharodny. 2 outs, man on second. Here's the pitch. 11:47 RP. It's a ground ball to third. Say with a nice play, fires over to Garvey, and the top of the third is over. We go to the bottom of the third. Braves are up 1-0. And we have Doyle Alexander now facing Mike Scioscia. Scioscia's batting .378 on the year with no home runs and 6 RBI. This is just his 12th game he's appearing in. And here's the pitch, 7:57. It's on Scioscia's card, and it's a pop-up. It's going to be taken by the catcher, Naharodny. I think that's an issue, isn't it? And people say, I don't know if they corrected that in Digital Diamond, but a lot of pop-ups to the catcher. I don't know. Okay, Dave Goltz up to bat. Here's the pitch to Goltz. It's on Alexander's card. It's in outrange, and there's a pop-up on the infield. It's going to be caught by the shortstop, Luis Gomez, and there's 2 outs. So Davey Lopes comes to bat. He's 0 for 1 in the day. Flew out to center field his first time up. The pitch to Lopes, 6:25 is got him looking. Alexander freezes Lopes, and he goes down on strikes to end the third. And we're heading to the fourth with the Braves up 1-0. Okay. Now Luis Gomez up to bat. He's 0 for 1. Flied out to left his first time up. The pitch to Gomez is going to be on on Goltz's card, but it's a 22. It's going to be a base hit to right. So Johnstone will play it on the hop. And Goltz now. I don't know how much longer we can go. He's only given up 1 run, so a lot of hits. I think it's let me see here. He's given up 7 hits so far. So that's going to bring up Doyle Alexander. So Alexander, we're going to have him sacrifice. He is a pitcher after all. So let's pull up that chart. He's an SAC double C. So Gomez, Goltz looking in. Alexander's going to square to bunt. And the pitch is going to be lead runner tagged out, catcher to lead base, batter safe. Okay, so that's going to be SH2 FCPO4. Let's make sure that was right. And yes, so Gomez is retired or forced out at second. Not a great effort by Doyle Alexander there. And that'll bring up Glenn Hubbard with 1 out and a man on first. The pitch now, it's a BD rating 85. That's not going to work, so no, nothing going there. There's the next card, 6-12. There's a base hit to left. Now, Alexander's a D, so he's only going to advance 1 base. If there were 2 outs, he would advance 2 off of a single off of the pitcher's card, but that's not the case here. So that was a base hit to left. So Baker fields it, Alexander to second. Another hit by Goltz. Goltz is just not fooling anybody, but nobody's really gotten the big hit off of him yet. But here comes Dale Murphy, and he has the potential to do such. The pitch to Murphy. 5-27, and Goltz strikes him out. It's on Goltz's card, and he gets the K. So there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is he's 1 for 2 in the game with an RBI. Looking for a hit here to maybe push across another run. And the pitch to Chambliss. 9 is 37, and Chambliss unloads on it. This ball is going to be out of here. So Chambliss unloads on Goltz, and that's going to be it for Goltz. He really has had nothing all day. And the Braves are now up 4-0 after a 3-run home run by Chris Chambliss. It's given him 4 RBIs on the day. So the Dodgers did not want to go to their bullpen this early. It's only 2 outs in the 4th inning, so Goltz goes 3 2/3. And let's see, who are we going to bring in? Let me see here. Who is available? Charlie Huff would be a good choice, but he's not available. Using the Status Pro rules, he pitched 3 innings a couple days ago, so he has to take 2 days off. So we're gonna have to go with Rick Sutcliffe. He's a guy that can give you some length if he's on. So we're gonna go with Sutcliffe, and he's gonna go into the 9th spot. So Sutcliffe comes in. He's got a 3-4 record with a 4.99 ERA, and let me make sure I get his reduction numbers in here. In relief, he's a 7. So he will be facing Gary Matthews, nobody on base. 2 out here in the 4th, and the pitch is a CD. Now here's something that I do with the CD ratings. And I play this regardless of whether there's a runner on base or not. And the reason why is I think the rules they're not specific on it, but it doesn't say only when runners are on base like it does with BD. So I go ahead and just play it as is. So with it's a CD shortstop, which is Russell, a 38. So let's see what the play is. Let's see what the call is here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Check the chart. Chart says CD2 shortstop 38. Actually, it's just out of reach, so it's not going to be any result. So let's see. Let's go to the next pitch to Matthews. It's going to be on Matthews' card because it's a PB9 and Sutcliffe's a 2-5. 26 is going to be a double to left. So the Braves are continuing the hit parade here. So Matthews doubles to left. Go ahead and reduce that. And that's going to bring up Bob Horner. 2 outs, man on second. Horner up to bat. So here's the pitch to Horner. BD 76. Nope, nothing going. 724, and that's going to be a double to right. So the Braves just keeping it going here. Horner with the RBI double, and look out, but might be making another pitching change coming up here pretty quick. The Braves now lead 5-0. And that'll bring up Jeff Burrows. So Burrows now. 10:34. Burrows, that's a home run. So Jeff Burrows crushes one. The Braves are putting on quite the display here early on at Dodger Stadium. And that's going to be 1-2. That's the reduction of 3. So Sutcliffe is now down to a 1. Now Bill Naharodny is coming up to bat. 7-0 Braves. 12 hits through in the first 4 innings, or 3 2/3. So the pitch to Naharodny is going to be 7:48. It's going to be a pop up to short. And what's funny is Goltz was 1 out away from getting out of the inning, and instead they wind up putting up 6. So 7-0 after 4, or after 3.5. One thing though about the Dodgers is that they do have some offense, so the game is not out of reach, but I'm not feeling too good about this. So let's see. Bill Russell up to bat, 1 for 1 with a double. The pitch to Russell is going to be struck him out. So Russell goes down on strikes. And that'll bring up Jay Johnstone. Jay Johnstone, 386. Allen. It's a ground ball back to Doyle Alexander. He fires to first, and there's 2 away. 2 outs. Steve Garvey up to bat. Garvey is 0 for 1, grounded out to third his first time up. And the pitch to Garvey, 224, and there's a base hit to right field. So Garvey is going to be on the base hit to right. Goes the opposite way with the pitch and strokes it into right to Gary Matthews. And that'll bring up Dusty Baker. So 2 outs. Let's see here. Man on first. Dodgers trailing by 7. Yikes. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of putting runners in motion or anything. Not at this point. So 2 outs. Baker up to bat. The pitch to Baker. It's going to be on Alexander's card. RP. It's going to be a ground ball to first. And Chambliss will take it to the bag, and the Dodgers are retired in the 4th. So we've played 4 here in LA, and the Braves are leading 7-0. So up for the Braves in the 5th is going to be Luis Gomez, Doyle Alexander, and Glenn Hubbard. So Luis Gomez. The pitch to Gomez is a base hit to center. And I think that's going to do it for Sutcliffe. So he really had nothing going today. So I'm going to make a double change here. We're going to go with be bringing in Bobby Castillo, and he's going to go into the 5th spot, which was Baker's spot, and Rudy Law is going to come in to play left field and go into the number 9 spot in the order. Okay, so Gomez is on first. Alexander is up to bat, and you've got Bobby Castillo on the mound now for the Dodgers. The pitch from Castillo is going to be, it's going to be a ground ball to third, and this might be a double play. Let's take a look here. An A-rated batter, OBRA, would be safe at first, but that's not the case. So it's going to be a ground ball to Say, who will fire it down to Lopes onto Garvey for a double play. And that is 2 outs now in the, I need to make sure I got Castillo, his rating in there. So he's a 4. Okay. And that's going to bring up Glenn Hubbard. Castillo with the pitch. BD, no, nobody on base. It's going to be 9:56 on Hubbard's card, RN. And there's going to be a fly ball to center field. Thomason will make the catch, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And the, let's see here, the Braves are up 7-0 on the Dodgers. Okay, so Doyle Alexander is going into his 5th inning of work here, and he's going along pretty strong. He's only given up 2 hits so far, no walks, struck out 2. He's going to be facing Ron Say, who's 0 for 1, flew out to left field his first time up. And the pitch to Say is going to be off of Say's card. It's going to be in the out range, and it's going to be a line drive to third. Horner with the catch, and Say is retired. 1 away. And now Gary Thomason. The pitch, it's on Alexander's card. It's in the out range, LN. It's going to be a pop-up to short. Gomez underneath it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. That brings up Mike Scioscia. Scioscia is 0 for 1. He popped up to his counterpart, Naharodny, back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch to Scioscia. It's going to be on Scioscia's card, and it's going to be a ground ball to first. Chambliss will take it to the bag, and the side is retired. We go to the 6th inning. The Braves are leading 7-0 here in Los Angeles. Castillo now will be facing Murphy, Chambliss, and Matthews here in the top of the 6th. The pitch to Dale Murphy is on Murphy's card, and it's going to be swung on and missed, strike 3. Murphy goes down on strikes for the 2nd time. He's 0 for 3 now in the game. Everyone else, well, him and Naharodny, the only ones who've not joined the hit parade. So we have Chris Chambliss. Chambliss having a big day at the plate. 2 for 3 with a home run and 4 RBI. The pitch on Castillo's card. It's going to be out, LP. And there's a fly ball to right, and Chambliss is retired for the 2nd out in the 6th inning. Gary Matthews up to bat. Pitch to Matthews, 5. It's going to be on Castillo's card. 74 is RP. It's going to be a ground ball to Garvey. Garvey will take it to the bag, and the 6th inning, top of the 6th is over. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. The score, Braves 7, Dodgers nothing. So now Rudy Law will come to bat. He's batting .338 on the season. No home runs, 11 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Pitch is going to be on Law's card in 81, LN. The fly ball to right. Matthews will make the play. And there's 1 away here in the Dodgers 6th inning. That brings up Davey Lopes. Lopes is 0 for 2. Came into the game batting .251 with 2 home runs and 16 RBI. Alexander looking in. Alexander with the pitch. It's going to be on his card. It's going to be in the out range. RN is a ground ball to third. Horner will make the play at first, 2 away. Alexander is really humming along here. 5 2/3, 2 hits, struck out 2. He's faced 19 batters. Now comes Bill Russell. The pitch to Russell. 7. It's going to be on Russell's card. 21 is a base hit to center, so wouldn't you know it? Have something good to say about the pitcher, and he gives up a single. So there's no error on that. So let me go to the reduction. I think Alexander's only given up 3 hits, so that's going to be, he's down to 13. Now Jay Johnstone steps to the plate. Runner on first. 2 out. Johnstone 0 for 2 in the game. The pitch to Johnstone. 5. It's on Alexander's card. 56 is out. Ellen ground ball to second. Hubbard will flip it to Gomez for the force, and the Dodgers are retired in the 6th. So we go to the 7th inning with the score tied, or score tied. The Braves up 7-0 through 6. Castillo's going to head into his 3rd inning of work here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, he's got a little bit of gas in the tank still. So he's going to be facing Bob Horner, who's 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. The pitch is going to be ball 4, and Horner is on. That'll bring up Jeff Burrows, who is 1 for 2 with a home run, 2-run home run back in the 4th inning, in that part of that 6-run outburst by the Braves. So Burrows, no, looking in. The pitch, CD, right field. He's a 2. Okay, so that's going to be something is going to be happening here. Let's take a look here. Right field, 2, and it's a 31. It's going to be a great catch of a line drive. Any runner on third is out at home trying to score. No one's at third, so it's a great catch by Jay Johnstone. So there's 1 out. Horner back to first. Okay, now Bill Naharodny looking in. He's 0 for 3 in the game, looking for his first hit. Wants to join the parade here. Horner at first, 1 out. The pitch to Naharodny is going to be called strike 3. He goes down looking. He's now 0 for 4 in the game, and there's 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Luis Gomez. Gomez so far today is 2 for 3. Man on first. The pitch, 7:46, is going to be on Castillo's card, and out. RN is going to be GX6. So there'll be a force at second, and the inning is over. So we hit the 7th inning stretch here in Los Angeles, with the Falcons up 7-0 over the Rams. Now up to bat will be Steve Garvey to lead off things here for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch is going to be CD. Now center field is a 2, and that's not going to be, no, there's nothing going on there. So the pitch to Garvey is going to be a ground ball to short. Gomez up with it, fires to first, and Garvey's retired. Garvey's now 1 for 3 on the day. Now Castillo's spot will come up, so we'll be looking to pinch hit for him here in the bottom of the 7th. So let's see who is available for some pinch hitting duties. So Dodgers are going to call on Reggie Smith for the pinch hitting duties here. He's comes in the game batting .293 with 6 home runs and 25 RBI. 1 out, looking to get something started here. The pitch, 11, going to be on Smith's card, and Smith lines a base hit into right field. Oops. Okay, so Smith is on first now with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Ron Say. Go to Alexander's reduction there. He's at 12 now. So the pitch to Ron Say, runner on first. Say, oh, that's close. 7, it's on Say's card to 33, and he goes down swinging. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And Gary Thomason will be striding to the plate now. Thomason is 0 for 2 in the game. The pitch to Thomason is going to be off of his card, 57. And it's going to be a ground ball to second. Hubbard will go to first to get Thomason, and that'll end the 7th inning. So we're going to the 8th with the Braves leading 7-0. I think you might have seen that Alexander had that yellow or orange, meaning he's getting tired. But I'm using the pitching rules, the reduction rules from Statis Pro. So at this moment, Alexander he's in really good shape. I think he's only had 3 or 4 dings to his rating so far. So he's still at a 12. So he's got plenty of gas in the tank, and he might go the distance here. So I think I'm going to make another double switch here. I'm going to bring in Joe Beckwith, and he'll go into the number 7 spot, and Reggie Smith will now move into center field for Gary Thomason. Okay, so I'm going to have to kind of manage this bullpen carefully, because I think I'm not going to have Castillo for the next game. I think Huff will be coming back and be able to give me some innings, but I'm down to Beckwith and Howe. I mean, Sutcliffe can give me some innings, but you saw how he pitched, and I'm kind of trying not to use him when I don't have to, except unless it's like a mop-up duty. So Doyle Alexander to lead off the 8th here, and he's facing Joe Beckwith, and here is the pitch. Z. So Z77. So it's going to be the rare plays. So let's see what Z77 is. It's going to be on the fielding table, and it says to draw a new random number, so we'll do that. And it's going to be 31. So pitcher throws wildly after fielding grounder. Batter safe on error, and runners advance 2 bases. Okay, if CD3 or 4, batter out and runners advance 1 base. Beckwith is not. So that's going to be batter safe on error and runners. Okay, so it's going to be batter safe on first. So E1, so Beckwith with the error there. Excuse me. And so Alexander will now be at first with nobody out. So welcome to the big leagues, right? Here comes Glenn Hubbard now with a man on first and nobody out. The pitch to Hubbard is off of Beckwith's card. RN is going to be a fly ball to left field. Alexander will hold. And there is 1 away here in the top of the 8th. Dale Murphy looking for his first hit, 0 for 3. The pitch to Murphy, CD, second base, 86. No, nothing's going to happen on that. It's way too high. So we'll get another card. 238 is ball 4. Beckwith walks Murphy. And we have now runners on first and second with 1 out. And Chris Chambliss coming up to bat. Chambliss is He's had a big day today. So let's see, Chambliss now stepping in, Beckwith delivers, 10:30. Chambliss hits another home run. Wow. Do you believe that? Another 3-run home run for Chris Chambliss. Wow. And the Braves now lead 10-0. Okay, so let me take a look again at pitching here. Nothing is working for this Dodger staff today. You know, I'm of the mind here that I might just leave him in because, I mean, it's 10-0. If I bring Howe in now, because he's the only other pitcher I have, then I'm not going to have Steve Howe, my closer, in the next game, and that's with the Reds coming to town. So I think I'm going to stick with Beckwith. So now all the readings will come off of the batting card. So the PB doesn't matter anymore. So it's just the random number. And let's see how things go here. Matthews up to bat. The pitch is 56. RP is a ground ball to first. Garvey up with it, takes it to the bag, and there's 2 away. Gee, that's interesting. So now Bob Horner steps up. Random number is 58. It's going to be an out. It's going to be a fly ball to center. And that'll end the top of the 8th. But the Braves tack on 3 more and lead 10-0. And we're going to leave Alexander in there, obviously, because he's throwing a gem right now. And we are in that area where if a 16 or 17 random number comes up, those are going to be converted to outs because he's tossing a shutout at the moment. So it's just one of these adjustments for a pitcher who's kind of on a roll. So let's see what happens. Mike Scioscia up to bat. The pitch to Scioscia is going to be 3. It's going to be off the pitcher's card, 48. It's going to be an out. And there's a pop-up to the catcher. So the second time Scioscia pops up to the catcher today. And there's 1 away. Now Rudy Law will step in. Rudy Law is 0 for 1. Flew out to right field his first time up. 10, it's off of Law's card. 42 is an out. And there's a fly ball to center field. And that's 2 away. And now Davey Lopes. Davey Lopes, 0 for 3. He's Doyle Alexander looking in. The pitch, 9. It's on Lopes' card, 73. It's going to be an out. And he pops it up to the shortstop. Gomez calling for it. And that'll be the 8th inning. And the score is 10-0 Braves. So we go to the top of the 9th. I think we will now make that change, and we're going to bring in Steve Howe. Okay, so Howe's going to come in to see if he can close out the game. He's having a really solid season. He's 1-0 with a 0.61 ERA and 9 saves. Obviously, this is not a save situation. This is just get this thing over with situation. He'll be facing Jeff Burrows, Bill Naharodny, and Luis Gomez. So let's see here. Let's see. So Steve Howe looking in now. Here's the pitch to Jeff Burrows. Burrows is 1 for 3 on the day. The pitch is going to be strike 3 called. And Burrows goes down on strikes. And that's going to bring up Bill Naharodny. Naharodny's 0 for 4 in the game. The pitch, 2-32, is going to be a wild pitch, but there's nobody on base, so it doesn't matter. So the next pitch is going to be on Naharodny's card, and he strikes out swinging. So on his card, gets the K, 2 away. Luis Gomez up to bat. Luis Gomez, 644, going to be an out, and it's a ground ball to third. Say's up with it, fires to Garvey, and the inning is over. I should have mentioned that, and for those keeping score at home, it was a double switch. Had Daryl Thomas came in to play second base, and he goes into, I think, the number 7 spot, and Howe goes into the first spot. Lopes comes out of the game. So here we go. Doyle Alexander now looking to get the complete game here. He's got plenty of bullets in the to go. So let's see how he does. See if he can get the shutout. So the pitch to Bill Russell. It's going to be on Russell's card, and it's going to be a ground ball to second. Hubbard to Chambliss, and that'll bring up Jay Johnstone with 1 out. And Alexander now, just so you know, he's pitched 8 1/3, given up 4 hits, struck out 3. He's pitching a great game. Jay Johnstone, 2. It's out. LN, there's a pop-up to the catcher. 2 away. And now Steve Garvey. Garvey is 1 for 3 on the day. Alexander looking in. The pitch. It's going to be on Garvey's card. It's going to be a base hit to center. And Murphy is an error check, but he's going to field it cleanly. And so Garvey prolonging the suffering here in the bottom of the 9th at Dodger Stadium. 10-0 Braves. Garvey's at first. And that'll bring up Reggie Smith. So now Reggie Smith with a chance to see if he can break up the shutout here. The pitch is going to be on Smith's card. It's a 65. And it's going to be ball 4. Smith walks. That's going to bring up Ron Say. Ron Say 0 for 3 on the day. Alexander deals. The pitch is going to be a ground ball to second. Hubbard will fire it to Chambliss, and that's the ball game. The Braves win 10-0 here on June 1, 1980. And let's take a look at the standings real quick here. First, let's take a look around the league. Just quickly here. So you've got, let's see, the Red Sox beat the Brewers 10-1. Steve Renko throws a complete game. Looks like his first of the season in the 10-1 win. The Red Sox over the Brewers, and I think that pulls the Red Sox into a tie for first place. The Mariners with an 11-8 win over the Indians. Indians leave 14 runners on base in that game. The Royals keeping up, are kind of on a roll here. They win 4-2 over the White Sox. Dennis Leonard throws a complete game, his 4th. Amos Otis steals 3 bags in the game. So the Royals keeping up the pressure on the first place Oakland A's. The Blue Jays a 9-7 win over the Yankees. So the Blue Jays are hanging tough in the East. Over in the AL West, you have the A's with a 6-3 win over the Rangers. So the A's maintain that 3.5 game lead over the Rangers. Looks like the Angels might have been rained out today. I'll have to take a look. I forget who they were supposed to be playing, but I'm sure we could deduce that by who was in action in the AL, but we're not going to do that right now. So the Cubs, 6-2 win over the Phillies. We saw the Dodgers. We saw this game. The Doyle Alexander, throws a complete game. Chambliss drives in 7 runs. Big day for Chris Chambliss. The New York Mets, 7-2 win over the Pirates. The Padres, a 7-6 win over the Reds. The Padres are playing decent baseball. They're at 500. They're about 7.5 games behind the Dodgers. The Astros 7-5 win over the Giants, so they closed the gap on the Dodgers, pulled it within a game. And the Cardinals beat the Expos 2-1, so the Expos continue to struggle. Let's take a look at the standings here. So let's see. So yeah, the Brewers and the Red Sox are now tied for first. The Red Sox have pulled into a tie for first. The Cleveland Indians are just a half game back. They couldn't. They lost their game today, so they weren't able to pull into first as well. But quite the race going on in the East there. In the AL West, the A's once again they snapped that losing streak. They're 3-7 in their last 10. You can see the Royals. The Royals are now tied with the Angels for second at three and a half games back. In the NL East, you've got the Pirates still 5 games back of the Phillies. Cardinals are now 5.5 back. Cubs 6 back. The Expos still, geez, I don't know. I don't know about them. And then you've got in the NL West, you got the Dodgers up by a game on the Astros. The Astros have now won 2 straight. They had been kind of scuffling there a bit, 4-6 over the last 10, but you don't expect them to stay. You expect them to continue their hot play. So anything change here in the leaders? Looks like Rice got his 15th for the Red Sox, and he has now 51 RBIs and big lead over Joe Charbonneau of the Indians, who has 38 RBI. So let's see, Al Woods jacks his average up to 434. So wow, I don't know what's going on there, but interesting stuff. I don't see George Brett anywhere near 400. So in the NL, yeah, Jose Cruz maintains his lead. Schmidt still with 15. Clark now tied with Garvey at 36 RBI. Let's see, anybody pull ahead? Well, looks like Mark Clear. No, he had 11 when we started. Bergmeier's still on top. Now J.R. Richard is now on top in ERA in the National League. Bibby still 4-way tie there. Yeah, looks like not much changing here. What about Rose? Did he get his? He continues, so he's got his 19-game hitting streak now at that 19. That's the longest of the season now. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for me now. I want to say thank you for joining today or giving this a watch. Please hit the like, subscribe button, and probably be putting up something. Probably be sometime, probably next Monday. Not sure what it's going to be. Could be some strat hockey or superstar baseball. Not exactly sure which one it's going to be, but look forward to talking to you then. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.